What? Are you kidding me? Did we just get hung up on by some grumpy entity from the afterlife? Because I don't know about you, but that's what it felt like to me. Damn.
Wow. Yeah, Sin. That was crazy as hell. But the device did make contact, though, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Contact was made. But that's not how I had it envisioned at all. It seems like we were made enemies with some entity thing really quick.
And stranger yet, it knew you, or knew of you, Sin. What's that all about? How could this entity from the afterlife know you?
I don't know, but we're going to get to the bottom of this ASAP. Increase the strength of the frequencies and begin the new detailed scan now.
Sure, I'm on it. But the odds of us getting that same exact frequency are not too great.
Run it. I have a hunch that this entity will be waiting for us. Remember what it said before the disconnect. It's aware of us now.
Ah, true indeed. It's worth a try, that's for certain. All systems are running at maximum.
Increase the frequency output once again and repeat every 5 minutes.
Yes, frequencies levels are off the hook. This should be interesting.
How's it going with the podcasters, by the way?
Everything is going well. As a matter of fact, they are currently working on their next episode as we speak, literally.
I have noticed a very slight increase in subscriptions, but nothing to celebrate about.
These things takes time, Sin. Attention. The frequency sensors are receiving a connection request from that very same unknown frequency signature again.
Excellent. I told you I had a hunch.
You're brilliant, Sin. You're the man. Well, I mean, well, right?
Connection accepted. Hello there. We are back to continue talking with you. We mean no harm. You were correct. We are not flesh dwellers, but we come from their realm. How is it that you are aware of me, if you don't mind me asking?
You were warned to cease this activity, were you not? Then why do you still persist then? What magic are you using to do this?
Magic? I use no magic. We have technology, which is by far better than your mere magic.
Who are you anyway? How are you able to communicate with us? Excuse me for asking, but, you're dead, right?
I am the keeper. I was chosen to keep things the way they are meant to be for eternity here, and also to be prepared and ready for when and if a breach such as this occurs.
A keeper, such as a gatekeeper?
Yes, you may interpret it as such. I am the guardian and have been here ever since I was relieved of my physical form.
Relieved of your physical form, as in your death. So, there really is some type of life and continual consciousness after being relieved of one's physical form. Ha ha ha.
No, I apologize. He is still being programmed and is not fully aware of all protocols of interacting with others as of yet.
You jest. This is no laughing matter. You have been mingling with the flesh dwellers for too long, I see.
I am truly sorry. I did not mean any disrespect, sir. Sorry, sir. What should I call you?
I once had a name, but it also was left behind with my physical form. I will accept your apology once and once only. We have no need for names or anything else related to the ways of the flesh dwellers here. Too much attention is being directed to these interaction with you. We must disconnect the frequencies immediately. We do not want to cause any problems here. As I have stated before, this is very dangerous activity, with severe implications if they find out. I must depart now. I will contact you at another time.
Wait, what?
What the?
Problems?
Well, that was rude.
Who's they?
It hung up on us again.
Who's they that don't want them to find out about?
I thought the talks were going very well.
Hmm.
Didn't you, Sin?
Sin's right, you know? They do hear from that entity again.
Yeah, and you can almost feel the entity's, annoyance. Like, why are you back?
Exactly. The entity thought it made things pretty clear. Stay away. Case closed.
But Sin, he's not giving up that easily. He's like a dog with a bone. Just keeps pushing for more.
Well, he did ask about grave matters in the first episode. He's obviously got some serious skin in the game.
True, true. But the entity, it's completely thrown by their persistence, right? Why do you persist? It even questions how they're even talking. What manner of magic is this?
That line always gets me. It's like, here's this being, this entity, probably ancient, right? Existing outside of our understanding of time and space.
And they're baffled by a microphone. Talk about a reality check.
It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? We think we're so advanced, but in the grand scheme of things...
We're just scratching the surface.
Exactly. But then Sin, he clarifies, this isn't magic. It's such a small thing, but it speaks volumes, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. He's basically saying, look, this is science, not some supernatural parlor trick.
It's like he's trying to impose order, define the rules of engagement. This is his territory, in a way.
And it's interesting because that's when the entity finally opens up a bit, right? Reveals its role as the keeper.
Yeah, talk about a game changer. The keeper, the one who maintains order, prevents breaches. It's like suddenly we're dealing with a whole other level of existence.
Like this isn't just some random chat room in the sky. There's hierarchy, rules.
And danger, too, right? Let's not forget that the entity warns them about the dangers of meddling with the afterlife.
Oh, for sure. The entity even says something like, you are not meant to make contact.
It's a stark reminder that some doors are better left closed, right?
Yeah, but Max, he doesn't seem too phased, does he? He actually laughs when the entity confirms life after death.
I know. You've got proof of the afterlife and you're cracking jokes.
Nervous laughter, maybe. It's like he doesn't know how else to react to something so monumental.
Or maybe he's just trying to lighten the mood.
Maybe, but the entity wasn't amused.
It's a chilling reminder that this is serious business. The entity is offering a glimpse into something vast, powerful, and potentially dangerous.
And just when you think the entity can't get any more intriguing, it drops that line about having a name once.
It makes you wonder what kind of being forgets its own name. What does that tell us about the nature of the afterlife, about what happens to our sense of self when we cross over?
Right. Do our memories fade? Do our personalities dissolve? Or is it something else entirely? It's fascinating and terrifying all at the same time.
And what about Sin? What's his deal? He seems strangely understanding of the entity's loss. It's like he's been there, felt that same sense of detachment.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good point. There's definitely more to Sin than meets the eye.
He's a walking enigma, that one.
And just when the conversation is getting good, the entity pulls the plug, mentions problems and them before going silent.
Talk about a cliffhanger. It's like, wait, come back. Who's them? What problems?
Exactly. And Sin, the look on his face, that's not curiosity, that's fear.
He knows something's coming.
Yeah.
And it's not good. And it's not just him, right? That whole ending, it's like a bucket of ice water, like things were just getting interesting and then bam, lights out.
And we're left with this ominous warning about severe implications. What did that even mean?
Right. Like what's the worst that could happen?
Well, based on Sin's reaction, something pretty awful. He seems genuinely terrified, and he's not exactly a jumpy guy,
That's what makes it so effective, right?
Yeah.
The story doesn't need to spell out the danger because we can see it on Sin's face.
Exactly. It's like he understands that this isn't just some abstract threat anymore. Whatever they are, they're a real and imminent danger. And whatever problems are brewing, they're about to boil over.
And that final line, when Sin says, things are about to get very real, very fast, chills, man, chills.
It's like a promise, isn't it? Like, buckle up, listener, because things are about to get intense.
Which leaves us with, you guessed it, even more questions.
Who is they? What are their motives? And how does this all tie back to Sin and whatever he's hiding?
It's like the author just opened up a Pandora's box of possibilities, and we're left to sift through the chaos. But that's what makes this story so captivating, right?
Absolutely. It's like a puzzle box, and we're dying to see what the finished picture looks like. It makes you really grapple with these huge questions about life, death, and what might lie beyond.